Hello everybody, this is your Digital Super Saiyan 3, back here with another video, and happy Thanksgiving to all my subscribers. So today I want to talk to you about a pay-per-view for my retro pay-per-view series. Well, since it's still November, I am doing Survivor Series 2005. Took place November 27th, 2005 at the Joe Louis Arena in Detroit, Michigan. On commentary for Monday Night Raw and Smackdown for Monday Night Raw, you have Jerry the King Lawler, Jonathan Coachman, and the voice of ECW, Mr. Joey Styles. And on SmackDown, you got Michael Cole and Taz. So, the main event, it's 5 of the best superstars from Raw versus 5 of the best from SmackDown. Let's get into this show. We start off with match 1 of a best-of-7 series for the WWE United States Championship as Booker T defeats Chris Benoit in a really good match this was. This was a great match between Benoit and Booker T, a real intense match between Benoit's technical wrestling against Booker T's athleticism and, striking and high flying. It was just a great match between the two. It's like Benoit and Booker T were just meant to have good matches against each other. It's like the chemistry between them was just natural. Anyway, Booker T rolled Benoit up into a schoolboy, holding onto the ropes. 1, 2, 3, Booker T is your winner. Cut backstage, we get Eric Bischoff warming up for his match with Teddy Long later on in the night, and talking about this 3-part prophecy of his. 1, the fact that Kurt Angle is going to beat John Cena for the WWE Championship. 2, the fact that Raw is going to beat SmackDown in the Survivor Series elimination match. And 3, the fact that Bischoff says that he's going to beat Teddy Long. So, basically, yeah, there's that. And how he plans to screw John Cena out of the WWE Championship after bringing up Montreal right to Vince McMahon. Then John Cena comes in and says, "So you like to screw guys?" And it just got awkward from there, especially when Vince McMahon said, "What up, my N-word?" right in front of Booker T as he's coming back from his match with Benoit, and Booker T's like, "Tell me I didn't hear him just say that." So we cut to our next match is for the WWE Women's Championship. It was our first of 2 title matches on this show, since we only had 2 title matches on this show, as Raw's Trish Stratus defends her Women's Championship against SmackDown's Molina. And here's the thing, I wasn't that big of a fan of Molina when she came through, and I'm still not really fully warmed up to Molina after all the stuff I hear about Molina in real life being such an egomaniac and all the people that she really pissed off. Yeah, I'm not really that big on Molina anyway. I was never that big into Molina. Trish won, so I'm glad Trish Stratus retained. So, Molina, though, despite she tried to have Mercury and Nitro of Eminem, she was managing Eminem. She tried to have Eminem win the women's title for her, and that didn't work because they got kicked out because there was a Raw official. And yeah, most of this match was being called by Joey Styles and Taz, and they were mostly arguing throughout this whole thing. Next up, we get a very great and probably the best match of the night as Triple H defeats Ric Flair in a last man standing match. This was a great match between Triple H and Ric Flair. They went around the entire arena. They were brawling throughout the entire thing. There was the use of a screwdriver, with Triple H using it to open Ric Flair up. And, Ric Flair, he was bleeding like a freaking stuffed pig, because Flair had been known for being busted open pretty badly. I mean, because anyone who's watched a Ric Flair match has seen how bad that boy can bleed. And the Nate on this night bled buckets when he was facing with Triple H. I mean, it took a lot for Triple H to beat Ric Flair. 3 pedigrees, and then the sledgehammer to keep Flair down for the full 10 count. So then, Triple H is your winner of the Last Man Standing match. And this was not for Flair's IC Championship, despite Flair was the Intercontinental Champion. So, we go on to our next match for the WWE Championship. A great WWE Championship match to follow up that Last Man Standing match, as John Cena defeats Kurt Angle to retain the WWE Championship. Even though Kurt Angle had his own hand-picked official in Daivari, trying to make sure that Kurt Angle walked away the WWE Champion. Left and right, Daivari, tries to screw Cena out of the title, and they're trying to do their best to get the belt off of Cena. Cena still manages to fight through it. I mean, we see many referees go down, though. And then finally a Smackdown referee comes out. And then Cena puts Kurt Angle down with the FU. Your winner. And still, the WWE Champion, John Cena. So next, we get the worst match on this show. And it literally is the worst match on this show, as Teddy Long defeats Eric Bischoff in a battle of the general managers. Are you freaking kidding me? I know this match was going to be bad because these two are not trained wrestlers. These guys aren't even actual wrestlers. And this match is just stupid because there are just 2 guys who have no business being in the ring to begin with. Yes, I can give credit where it's due. Teddy Long, yes, he is a former referee, and I did like him as the SmackDown general manager, and I do like that, swagger that Teddy Long had. But then you got Eric Bischoff. Yes, I can commend him for being a black belt in karate and being a former karate champion, but that does not translate well to the ring. Especially, yes, I know Bischoff has also wrestled a few matches while he was in WCW as well. And still, it was still stupid because, of course, out comes the fucking boogeyman, who just comes out for no reason. And yeah, he boogie bombs Eric Bischoff. Theodore Long gets the 1, 2, 3, and he's your winner. Honestly, how did the referee not manage to see the boogeyman? I cannot believe the referee just let this happen. Just the fact that Teddy Long was not disqualified for this, but yet he still won this match. Ugh, man. Yeah, talk about a waste of time that match was. But glad we washed that out with a great match that follows. And it's the traditional 5-on-5 Survivor Series men's elimination match, as 5 of the men from Raw take on 5 of SmackDown's finest. Leading Monday Night Raw, you have Shawn Michaels, along with Carlito, Chris Masters, The Big Show, and Kane, taking on Team SmackDown, which is Batista, Randy Orton, Bobby Lashley, JBL, and the master of the 619 himself, Rey Mysterio. This match was a great match that followed after it had to follow that. It's a shame that it had to follow that shit stain of a match. That could have been saved for fucking Sunday Night Heat. But it was only put on the main show just because They're the SmackDown Raw and General. They're the SmackDown and Raw GMs. That's the only reason why Bischoff and Long was on there. But this match that followed was actually a very good match. A great match, actually. I mean, Shawn Michaels, though, at the last half of this match, he got 3 eliminations after most of his team had been picked off. And SmackDown having 2 of its members picked off in Bobby Lashley and Batista. First, Shawn Michaels eliminates Rey Mysterio. Then, he quickly eliminates JBL. Then, it comes down to Michaels and Orton. Orton and Michaels were the last 2 men in this Survivor Series match. And right as things were going to look up for Shawn Michaels to get the victory for Monday Night Raw, JBL comes with a steel chair trying to aim for Shawn Michaels. Shawn super kicks the chair back in JBL's face. Then Randy Orton hits an RKO out of nowhere on Shawn Michaels. 1, 2, 3. SmackDown gets the victory. And as SmackDown is celebrating, the whole SmackDown roster is hoisting Orton up like the hero since he got the victory for the Blue Brand. Then an eerie gong rang. You all know it. It was the Undertaker's gong. The Druids come out with the casket. The same casket. It looked like the same exact casket that the Ortons back at No Mercy put the Undertaker in during their casket match and then lit that son of a bitch on fire. Then lightning struck the mysterious black coffin or casket. And as lightning struck the casket lit on fire. Then, as it was stood up by the Druids, then out pops the Undertaker. Crowd goes nuts. Undertaker comes to the ring and then lays waste to the entire SmackDown locker room just to get his hands on Randy. He scares off Orton. He scares off the Ortons. And knowing that Armageddon is just around the corner for the Ortons. So the show is over. Final thoughts with this Survivor Series. It was a great Survivor Series. It had some good stuff on the show. Too bad it's also known for having one of the worst matches on a Survivor Series show, period. And I'm not talking a traditional Survivor Series match. I'm just talking about a match that's just on the Survivor Series show in the form of Teddy Long versus Eric Bischoff. Anyway, this has been your Digital Super Saiyan 3. And December is coming up, and it's Starrcade 99 time, baby.